Greetings, my dear viewers. It is I, Richten, back once again with another Dungeons & Dragons character conversion. If you're new to this channel, I, Richten, take a look at characters from many works of fiction and translate them into a Dungeons & Dragons format as a playable character. Today we are taking a look at the Mummy remake that was released in 2017. More importantly, the main character, Nick Morton. Now, I don't really go by the mechanics of a character. I go by lore. What they've done, what they've encountered, how they got their powers, etc., etc. As always, we start off by using the point-buy system for our stats. Nick Morton's stats are going to be 10 on both Strength, Constitution, and Wisdom. Dexterity is going to be a 13, Intelligence is going to be 14, and our highest stat is going to be Charisma at a 15. Next off, let's go ahead and go over the race. Race is going to be Reborn. This is all in due to the princess of the movie, the mummy herself. I don't quite remember her name. Amorphet, something like that. Anyway, thanks to her, Nick died and was brought back to life by some sort of curse. So this makes him a reborn. We get a +2 to one of our stats. We're going to pick Strength, and we're going to put a +1 on our Wisdom modifier. Just not modifier, still on Pathfinder. Back to D&D, Wisdom score. Speed is going to be 30 feet. We get Ancestral Legacy, which will give us 2 skills. Survival and Perception will be the ones we choose. We also get Deathless Nature and Knowledge from a Past Life. Not really too necessary, but that does give us some insight on some we're going to talk about a little bit later. There's also languages which will be common, and we'll say Elvish. Nick Morton is a soldier, so we'll go ahead and give him the soldier background. We'll get proficiencies in Intimidation and Athletics. We also get a gaming set of choice and vehicles, more specifically land vehicles, for our proficiencies. Feature is going to be Military Rank. Alright, now let's go ahead and get into the classes. I'm going to start off with Warlock. This is not exactly by choice for Nick because of the curse that was placed on him by the mummy. I don't remember her name. Amorphet, I think. Anyways, we get proficiencies in the light armor, simple weapons, wisdom and charisma saving throws. Skills will be investigation and religion. For our Warlock patron, we're going to go with the undead, which will give us the feature Form of Dread. We also get Pact Magic from our Warlock, which uses our Charisma modifier. Second level Warlocks get Eldritch Invocations. I think the most useful here is going to be Devil's Sight and Eyes of the Rune Keeper, which makes sense if you're being followed by an ancient Egyptian princess. Warlock level 3 will get a Pact Boon. I think Pact of the Talisman is going to be our best bet, even though there's not really a good parallel for Nick's situation. I'd say Pact of the Talisman would be a decent fit. Level 4 Warlocks is going to get an ability score improvement, Grab Wisdom. This will give us the necessary stat block for our next class. We are multi-classing into Cleric. Now, this princess served the god Set, and it was trying to bring him the real world to try to enact some sort of apocalypse. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've seen the movie. But by the end of the movie, Set becomes a part of Nick. They fuse together in a way. Kind of like demonic possession. But instead of the demon controlling you, Nick has control over Set's powers. Now that I think of it, by the end of the movie, Nick becomes both a warlock that is his own patron and a cleric that is their own deity. Huh. Wonder if I should put this in my Fallen Gods playlist. Anyway, off track. For Cleric, we get spellcasting using our Wisdom modifier, plus ritual casting. Now for our Divine Domain, according to I think it was the Dungeon Master's Guide. It was either the Dungeon Master's Guide or the Player's Handbook, but one of those said that Set was a part of the Death Domain, as well as Trickery and Storm, but we're going to go with Death just so we get more of this nice, deathly feel. Thanks to the Death Domain, we get the Domain spells False Life and Ray of Sickness. We get bonus proficiency in martial weapons, and we get the Reaper feature. Level 2 Clerics will get Channel Divinity, Turn Undead, and thanks to our Domain, Touch of Death. Level 4 Clerics, we're skipping level 3 because we don't get anything, we'll get an ability score improvement, which I forgot to put that in. Hold on 1 second. That's supposed to be a 13 there. We need... Ooh, that's too high. Hold on. Why did I mess this up? Okay, everything's back to normal. Good. We need to increase... let's increase... You know what? Let's increase Wisdom. Wisdom by 2. That'll work. Boom. Alright, so we have a 15 in our Wisdom now. Level 5 Clerics get Destroy Undead, and thanks to our Domain, we get the Domain spells Animate Dead and Vampiric Touch. And to end this off, level 6 Clerics of the Death Domain get Inescapable Destruction. Alright, I do hope you enjoyed. If you want to see a certain character be turned into a Dungeons & Dragons playable character, put down in the comments on who you'd like to see next. Until next time, this has been Drayhan, and I am offline.